My name is Ania Holubecki, and I am a Fulbright U.S. student researcher based in the Jagiellonian University, which is in Kraków, Poland. I am working with the Department of Cognitive Neuroscience and Neuroergonomics, studying the brain in individuals with autism spectrum disorder and their first-degree relatives. Back in the United States, I graduated with a bachelor's degree in neuroscience and a minor in Spanish from Northwestern University. One reason I chose to pursue a Fulbright in Poland was because I came across a lab who was working on a similar project and would have a lot of resources to support me while I would be here during my stay. They were also looking to conduct research with individuals with autism, so everything kind of lined up timeline-wise for this specific year. Another big draw for me was that I do have a lot of family here in Poland. So an added bonus is I can spend time with them while doing this Fulbright project as well. So my research is EEG research, and what we do is we have an EEG cap with a certain amount of electrodes, and we put that on someone's head and have them perform various tasks and measure their brainwaves in response to those tasks. So for my specific project, my participants will be looking at various types of faces, and we want to see whether the brain responses to those faces are different in families of individuals with autism compared to controls. Previous research has shown that there are differences in individuals with autism, but if we find similar but slightly less of a difference in parents, it could suggest that there may be some sort of genetic connection or some sort of common environmental connection that's worth pursuing. I was really looking forward to having an experience working in a different lab. It seemed like it was a great fit for me because they were working on similar things. I guess the culture shock for me was that I'm used to being in a lab where the research is very specialized. Back in my lab at home, we very much just looked at individuals with autism who had Fragile X and their parents, specifically looking at language differences. While here, there isn't as much of a lab setting. There's a department where everyone can pursue whatever their interests are within that more general field of cognitive neuroscience. I really like Kraków. It's my favorite city in Poland. It feels very manageable in terms of getting around. I don't live in the city center, but I can just take a tram up to the center and it's a 20-minute ride away. So it's just a very nice city. Well, I've learned two things. I've learned to be flexible because I expected my materials to come in earlier. I thought I'd be further along in my research by now. But you know, your schedule isn't the only schedule that exists, so you have to be flexible with that. And I've also learned to stand up for yourself. You know, you're someone who needs certain resources, so just if you need something, it's kind of your responsibility to go up to someone and let them know that there's something that needs to be done. The Fulbright Commission in Poland has been very supportive and very welcoming, so I felt like I've been in good hands. It's also about finding a good mentor in Poland that you have a good working relationship with. Yeah, don't give up, because I was having a hard time finding someone to mentor me for my research, and I actually thought that I wouldn't be submitting my Fulbright application, but I was able to find a lab at the very last minute. So keep trying until the very end, and you never know if it's going to work out for you.